What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so shout out to my brother Brandon Love Sports. He pointed this out to me. I checked it out, and yeah, old Shannon Sharpe slipped up a little bit, y'all. He slipped up a little bit. So, all right, so we all know that Shannon Sharpe is one of the number one LeBron James, you know, LeBron James lovers out there. He's one of the biggest LeBron James apologists, one of the biggest LeBron James fanboys that you'll see. Although a lot of us suspect he's been compensated to say a lot of things that he's saying. He really don't always believe everything he's saying about LeBron, but you get our drift, right? So anyway, on Club Shay Shay, I think it was a couple of days ago, he had Claressa Shields on there. I think it's been I think he's been cutting up interviews, segments with her. But anyway, he had Claressa Shields on the show recently. And it was a particular episode where he was asking her about why do you want to fight Layla Ali, who is like 47, 48 years old, and is probably like at least a dozen years past her prime, right? And then, of course, we know that Claressa Shields seems to have this desire to want to fight a man, right? And she was basically saying, like, she really doesn't have any female competition, at least in her eyes. She doesn't really have any female competition that poses a threat to her. So Shannon Sharpe looks at Claressa Shields and sees her status in female boxing, right? And, she's the top dog. Matter of fact, you could say from a historical perspective, she might rank at or near the top. So you would think if he's a LeBron fan, right, and he really truly believes that LeBron's a GOAT, he would have instinctively called her off the top of his head the LeBron James of female boxing. But he doesn't do that. Listen to what he calls her instinctively as far as historically when it comes to female boxing.
Talking about everybody who's boxing. She's saying, listen, there's a lot of girls there. They all good, but none of them are good enough to give me a good challenge for me to come back out of Richard.
But you right now, you the Michael Jordan of boxing.
Well, tell her that. But I wasn't supposed to take that any kind of way. That's what she said that I took wrong.
Oh.
Which it was like, how can I take that wrong? You said it.
You the LeBron James of boxing.
Yeah, and you said there's nobody.
You caught that? He knew he screwed up. He knew he fucked up, so then he tried to double back and say, you LeBron James of boxing. Nah, nigga. You just basically admitted that Michael Jordan's a GOAT. Because that's what you meant by that. That's what you meant by that. Let's listen to it again. Let's listen to what he organically said, and then listen to the cover, replacing Mike with LeBron, which he really don't mean. I'll be like, well, how you know? Come on, man.
There's no one who inspires me or who would give me a good challenge. So she wanted to talk about me. She's talking about everybody who's boxing. She's saying, listen, there's a lot of girls there. And she said, there's no one who inspires me or who would give me a good challenge. So she wanted to talk about me. She's talking about everybody who's boxing. She's saying, listen, there's a lot of girls there. They all good. But none of them are good enough to give me a good challenge for me to come back out of Richard.
But you right now, you the Michael Jordan of boxing.
What?
There you go. You the Michael Jordan of boxing. He didn't say LeBron James of boxing. He said Michael Jordan of boxing. Then he realized what he said.
But I wasn't supposed to take that any.
Then he realized what he said and had to bring it back to LeBron. Like we stupid.
Any kind of way. That's what she said that I took wrong.
Oh.
Which you was like, how can I take that wrong? You said it.
You the LeBron James of boxing.
Yeah, he thought about that call he was gonna get. He thought about that call he was gonna get from Team Clutch. Look, Shannon, we give you the biggest checks out of all. You know you can't be saying, "Oh, he's Michael Jordan." Come on now. Oh, you can't do that. You know how much we give you annually to fake the funk for our fake king? Look, man, no matter how much you try to suppress it, it comes out. The truth, as Aunt Esther said, will set you free. Ha, glory. The truth will set you free, Shannon Sharpe. And it just sets you free. Come on over, man. Come on, just admit what you really believe, man. Come on, man. You know you done had a shitty year already, man. Start your new year off right. You know what I'm saying? Start your new year off right, 2026. And just admit that Michael Jordan the GOAT, man. Because we all know that you truly believe that he's the GOAT. You said it before in the past. And also, one of the main reasons why, well, we all know that you thought Kobe was better than LeBron. We know that for a fact. And we all know the real reason why you got a little grudge against Mike is because of something that transpired back in the 90s when you supposedly tried to get an interview from Mike. He ignored you when they was in Denver, back when the Broncos was winning Super Bowls, and you held that grudge. We all know what time it is, Shannon, but come on, man. Look, Shannon, I don't particularly care for Jokic fans, but Jokic is the best center in the game. Do I think Jokic will do what he's doing now in the 90s? No. But, and by that, I'm not necessarily saying he sucks. What I'm saying is he would have been going against more quality opponents at the center position, and the game was different. So the numbers that he would have and the way that he played the game would be different. But I still know that Jokic is the best big man in the game. I don't think he's the best player. But, you know, it is what it is, man. But we all know these guys get paid Nick wrong. We know Nick wrong. Now he felt about Kobe at one point in time. We got them old tweets from him. Come on, we all know what's going on. So, like I said, man, Shannon Sharpe caught telling the truth about Michael Jordan. And, you know, that's all we needed. That's all we needed, man. So you weren't thinking. You spoke organically. You weren't speaking from a devilish or deceitful manner. And it popped out. You try to cover your tracks. Man, that's all I got to say about it. Tell me what you guys think.